Hello, my name is Paul and this is Missy, and together our channel is Posture Pilates. So today I'm going to guide you through the Abductor and Adductor series on the Reformer. This is a mixed ability session, so I will highlight what I think are beginner, intermediate and advanced exercises. In this side split series, which I refer to as the Abductor and Adductor series, we will go through Abduction, Adduction, Plie Out, Plie In, Carriage Leg Press, Platform Leg Press, Skating, Cross Touch or Standing Saw, and Picking Flowers. If you enjoy today's video, then please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. If you wish to be notified of future releases, then tap the bell icon below. It's free of charge, it doesn't cost you anything, and it helps us to grow the channel and create more content such as this. Also, if you have any exercises that you would like me to cover, then please leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching and enjoy. We'll start with the right leg standing on the platform. Please note, these videos are a guide, not a definitive record. My specific version has been developed over time, from teaching different abilities, body shapes, and ages. Always refer back to your instructor or teacher trainer provider for clarification of each exercise. I'm choosing to use a platform extender, a box against the shoulder rest, and a thin cushion resting between my foot and the edge of the box. We begin with abduction on one red or a red and a yellow if you wish to challenge yourself. Stand on the reformer facing the side with one foot on the platform or platform extender and the other foot on the carriage or resting against the edge of the box. The spine is in neutral. The legs are straight, parallel, with the arms either out to the side or resting onto the pelvis. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, maintaining the pelvis and spine in neutral with the weight equally on both feet. Press the legs evenly away from the midline to move the carriage out. Inhale and return the legs evenly towards the midline, controlling the return of the carriage. Exhale, press the carriage out, away from the midline. Inhale, resist the carriage in, returning to the midline. A box is not necessary. A grip mat or grip socks could be used to press against the carriage. Maintain neutral throughout. Watch for any leaning forwards or backwards. For clients with any balance issues or concerns, the use of a gondola pole may be required. To dismount safely, step backwards off the carriage first, then off the platform. For adduction, we now change the springs to either one blue or, for advanced clients, one yellow on the top hook. To mount the reformer safely, first step onto the platform, followed by the carriage second. Be very cautious if working with just one yellow. Once more, the spine and pelvis are in neutral. The legs are straight and parallel. Here I have the arms straight, reaching out to the sides with the palms down. The adductors are engaged to keep the carriage from sliding outwards. Keeping the weight equally on both feet, inhale and control the carriage, opening the legs equally away from the midline. Exhale and draw the legs together, evenly towards the midline, returning the carriage in. Inhale, control the carriage out, opening away from the midline. Exhale, draw the carriage in, returning the legs towards midline. Once more, the use of a gondola pole may be required for clients with balance issues or concerns. For tall, longed leg clients, avoid them resting the carriage at the end of the frame. To increase the challenge, a set of dumbbells could be placed into the hands and have the client perform either lateral raises or overhead shoulder press. Both abductor and adductor are suitable exercises for beginner level students. Perform 8 to 10 repetitions of each. Changing the springs for the final time on this side, we go to 1 red. If you have a strong client, try placing it on the top hook. Step back up onto the platform, followed by the carriage. For plie out, once again the spine and pelvis are in neutral, the legs are straight and parallel, with the arms reaching out to the side or the hands resting on the hips. Inhale, flex both knees. Then, maintaining the same degree of knee flexion, abduct the legs evenly away from the midline to press the carriage out. Holding the carriage still, exhale and extend both knees. Then adduct the legs evenly towards the midline, controlling the return of the carriage. Inhale, bend and abduct. Exhale, extend and adduct. Aim to keep the torso as vertical as possible. Avoid leaning forward or increasing the lumbar lordotic curvature. Perform 5 to 6 repetitions before we reverse the action and perform plie in. Inhale and abduct both legs evenly away from the midline to press the carriage out. Hold the carriage still and bend both knees. Maintaining the same degree of knee flexion, exhale and adduct the legs evenly towards the midline, returning the carriage. Hold the carriage still and straighten the knees. Inhale, abduct and flex the knees. Exhale, adduct and extend the knees. Once again, the use of a gondola pole may be required here. Aim to keep the knees tracking forward. Avoid them rolling in or rolling out. Both plies I would consider to be an intermediate level exercise. Let's transition to carriage leg pressing. With the spine and pelvis in neutral and legs parallel, flex the knees. I'm choosing to hinge at the hip and come into a squat position. However, this could be done with the torso upright, similar to the plie position. Once more, the arms can be reaching out to the side or resting on the hips. Maintaining the pelvis level, inhale, prepare. Keeping more weight on the platform foot, exhale and extend the knee of the carriage leg to press it out. Inhale, flex the knee of the carriage leg as you return it in. Exhale, press the carriage out. Inhale, return the carriage in. Keep the weight pressing down into the platform foot. Avoid any leaning over in towards the carriage. Perform 6 to 8 repetitions before we purposefully switch our weight over to perform platform leg press. Keeping more weight on the carriage foot, exhale and extend the knee of the platform leg to press the carriage out. Inhale, flex the knee of the platform leg to return the carriage in. Exhale, extend the platform leg, pressing the carriage out. Inhale, flex the platform leg to return the carriage in. This is a very challenging exercise and a spotter will be required the first time your client attempts this. To increase the challenge, a set of dumbbells can be placed into the hands as you simultaneously perform tricep kickback. And our final intermediate level exercise is skating. Exhale, once again perform the platform leg press before passing your weight through the midline. Inhale, press the carriage leg away before transferring your weight over to the platform leg and resisting the carriage in. Exhale, press the platform away, transfer the weight, inhale and press the carriage leg away, resisting it in. This breath pattern can also be reversed. Inhale, press out. Exhale, resist in. Aim to keep the torso at the same angle and height. Watch for any lifting or lowering. We now move to our two advanced exercises, starting with cross touch or standing saw. With the arms straight, reaching out to the sides, inhale and abduct the legs evenly away from the midline to move the carriage out. Keeping the carriage still, exhale and rotate the torso before flexing the spine and hinging at the hip, reaching the right hand towards the left foot on the carriage. Inhale, roll up, return the torso to vertical and rotate back to center. Exhale and rotate the torso before flexing the spine, hinging at the hip, reaching the left hand towards the right foot on the platform. Inhale, roll up, return the torso to vertical and rotate back to center. Exhale and adduct the legs evenly towards the midline, returning the carriage and lowering the arms. Inhale, abduct the arms and legs. Exhale, rotate and reach the left hand to the right foot. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, rotate, reaching the right hand to the left foot. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, adduct the arms and legs. And our final exercise on this side, picking flowers. Inhale, abduct the arms and legs. Exhale and hinge the pelvis forward at the hips. Then flex the spine to drop the top of the head towards the ground, reaching the arms above the head. Inhale and segmentally articulate the spine back to a neutral vertical position, keeping the arms above the head. Exhale and adduct the legs, controlling the return of the carriage. Inhale and extend the thoracic spine, lifting the chest towards the ceiling, opening the arms out to the side. Exhale and roll the humerus inside the shoulder joint, returning the palms to face forward. Inhale, abduct the legs. Exhale, flex forward, lowering the arms. Inhale, segmentally roll up to neutral. Exhale, adduct the legs. Inhale, extend the thoracic spine. Exhale, return the arms. To dismount safely, step backwards off the carriage before stepping off the platform. We now move to left leg standing on the platform. Step onto the platform, step onto the carriage. We begin with abduction. Exhale, press the carriage out, away from the midline. Inhale, resist the carriage in, returning to the midline. Exhale, press out. Inhale, return in. Avoid the torso from leaning forwards or backwards. Perform 8 to 10 repetitions before stepping backwards off the carriage to change the springs. Working with either one blue or a yellow on the top hook for advanced clients, step safely back onto the reformer via the platform, followed by the carriage. I'm choosing to perform adduction with the arms out to the side. Inhale, control the carriage out, opening away from the midline. Exhale, draw the carriage in, returning the legs towards midline. Inhale, control the carriage out. Exhale, draw the carriage in. The use of a gondola pole may be required here for clients with balance issues or concerns. For new clients, I would maintain one hand on the carriage, just in case they press out too far and are unable to draw it back in. Once again, step backwards off the carriage before stepping off the platform to change the springs. Going back to one red or one red on the top hook, we move on to Plie Out. Maintaining the torso vertical, inhale bend and abduct, exhale extend and adduct. Inhale, exhale. Dependent upon your client's needs, to challenge the abductors, increase the spring tension. To challenge the adductors, decrease the spring tension. Moving to Plie In. Inhale, abduct and flex the knees. Exhale, adduct and extend the knees. Inhale, abduct. Exhale, adduct. To aid in balance, the arms could be out to the side at shoulder height, with the palms facing down, or as demonstrated, resting on the hips. Perform 5 to 6 repetitions of both plies before transitioning to carriage leg pressing. Maintaining the pelvis level and keeping more weight on the platform foot, exhale and extend the knee on the carriage leg. Inhale, flex the knee of the carriage leg. Exhale, extend. Inhale, flex. I'm choosing to hinge at the hip and come into a squat position. However, this could be done with the torso upright, similar to the plie position. Switch your weight over to the carriage as we perform platform leg press. Exhale, extend the platform leg, pressing the carriage out. Inhale, flex the platform leg to return the carriage in. Exhale, press the platform away. Inhale, return the carriage in. To increase the challenge, a set of dumbbells can be placed into the hands as you simultaneously perform tricep kickback. And our final intermediate exercise is skating. Exhale, press the platform away, transfer the weight, inhale and press the carriage leg away, resisting it in. Exhale, inhale. This breath pattern can also be reversed. Inhale, press out, exhale, resist in. Moving on to our advanced exercises, we start with cross touch or standing saw. Inhale, abduct the arms and legs. Exhale, rotate and reach the left hand to the right foot. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, rotate, reaching the right hand to the left foot. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, adduct the arms and legs. Repeat this in the opposite direction. Inhale, abduct. Exhale, right hand to left foot. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hand to right foot. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, adduct. And our very final exercise, picking flowers. Inhale, abduct the legs. Exhale, flex forward, lowering the arms. Inhale, segmentally roll up to neutral. Exhale, adduct the legs. Inhale, extend the thoracic spine. Exhale, return the arms. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. To dismount safely, step backwards off the carriage first, then off the platform. If you enjoyed today's video, then please consider liking, sharing, and following.